Hey guys, how's your week been? I haven't been live for a while, so I thought I'd come on for a minute and just do some shout outs. Hey Lisa54, hey Stewie, Top Cop, Drama Archives, Michelle P, Miss OMG, Denise R, Debbie Lou Who. Um, yeah, it's just been kind of raining here off and on all day, and really I haven't been live because, well, mostly because every time you go into a chat, it's just a shit show. So, busy week so far. Good. Busy's good. Hey, Jennifer Marie. I know there's a panel going on right now, Ganja Granny. When I said shout out, I want to give Blue Topaz a shout out because, hey, Rolo's mate. Hey, Pepper. I want to give Blue Topaz a shout out for going up on a panel and defending somebody that was getting dogpiled on. Now, Lorelai was the one getting dogpiled on, okay? And we all know that Lorelai sometimes does some crazy shit. But if she ain't out looking for you to cause trouble, why you got to go where she's at and cause shit? And not only do you cause shit, but y'all got to jump on her all at once. Hey, Domino Queen. Why's everybody got to jump on her all at once? Yeah, I'm very proud of Blue for doing that because I've been on panels like that where I've been dogpiled on, not a victim, not a victim. I chose to go up on that panel. But it's my understanding that Lorelai was over there minding her own business and they went looking for her. So, what y'all want from her? I agree. Blue does rock. So, it's almost like if they can't find trouble right here. I agree, Abiel. It's almost like if they can't find trouble right here in their immediate area, then they got to go out and look for it. Hell, Fought even brought in a whole new set of drama. Something about purses and shit. Because we don't have enough going around here. I do too, Rolos. I can't help it. She's crazier than a bed bug, but I like her. But I don't understand. If why go looking for somebody? You're just out hunting somebody to pile on? I don't get that. Yeah, I didn't even watch it Gone Granny all the way through just because, well, I don't know those people and listening to them. Hello, Dakota Bell. Um, I was getting a headache just listening to it. Yes, IBF. I was watching it earlier. I have been following that case since it happened in 2018. Hey, Ben. Um, I've been watching that case since 2018. Now, hey, Bless. Hey, Irish. I'm just going to say, IBF, that I'm not so sure the man is guilty. I'm really not. And I've felt that way since I watched his confession years ago. I don't know. Maybe he is, but I'm not going to make up my mind until I watch the trial. But I was watching it earlier. And if it's okay to disagree with me on something, I don't. It doesn't matter to me. But hey, Artria, I am doing well. Just thought I'd come on here, shoot the shit, do some call outs, shout outs, sub up to Artria if you want to just go over and play games and hang out in a chill stream. Never ever a shit show at Artria's. Never ever a shit show at Artria's. Yeah, me too, IBF. But because I've been following it, if y'all don't know what we're talking about little Joe Clyde Daniels, who disappeared back in 2018. And it's a weird situation. But there's been a lot of weird shit go on lately when it comes to children and the deaths of children. So yeah, it's but yes, I have tuned into it, IBF. I'm gonna catch up on the rest of it tonight that I missed out on today. Because like I said, I haven't been live in what, almost a week? Has it been that long? In YouTube days, it's Hate Crime Canary. It feels like it's been like forever. Yeah, he was a Joe was a little nonverbal autistic child. Um, if you know, if you just get the ins and out of the whole case, it's you can't watch it, Stewie. See, that's where my brain goes is to shit like that. But yes, he was a little nonverbal. I mean, there's really not any proof he's dead. There's no body. I know people were coming into law and crime uh, comment section, one particular person saying that little Joe was with, and he said a name. I don't know who it is, but it's been 3 years. So, yeah, Top Cop. Like I said, ever since it broke, I've been okay, IBF. I have. I mean, you know, you get too emotional as well, Ganja. There's some pretty emotional cases. I want to give a shout out to the Houston Police Department um, for their quick response on the little 6-year old that was found in the hotel. You see how they came out and they gave a press conference and told us absolutely everything they could tell us about this child immediately. Can't say the same for Dallas County because there's still so many questions about little Cash. But Houston came right out within, I mean, I think the little boy was missing for like 6 days. Well, there's still some question about how long he really has been missing. But they came out, they said exactly what they knew. Um, Thank you, Ganja. Welcome to the Lollipop Kid. Lollipop, lollipop. So just a shout out to the Houston Police Department, Dallas Police Department. I'm a little disappointed in. Hey, Lurker. But yeah, if you want to, and it is going to be a heartbreaking trial, but there's really not going to be any forensic evidence in the Joe Clyde Daniels. So you're not going to hear, any kind of gruesome details or anything like that because the little boy's never been found. I had a gut feeling that the mother in law was involved all this time. What case, Lisa? The mother in law? You mean little Joe's grandma? Your friend is CSI in Dallas? Debbie, I think they dropped the ball on Cash. I really do. Oh, stepmom. Me and somebody was talking earlier. You all have heard enough about the Cash Gurney case, blah blah blah. But oh, about the little boy in the motel room. Well, they arrested the girlfriend, so I don't know. But so I was sitting here thinking today about Cash. Just stay home and wait for their visit. There you go. I was thinking today about Cash, and you know that My friend is a lawyer judge in San Antonio. Well, that always comes in handy, Stewie. Um, but this Darian Brown had broken, hey, Captain Obvious, had broke into a man's house, attempted to kidnap his granddaughter, struggled, punched him in the chest, whatever, and ran out. And then Monica begged the man not to press charges. How quickly would you pick up a phone and call 911? Was Monica waiting outside the man's door to beg him not to press charges? I just find that so odd that that man wouldn't have just immediately picked up the phone. Somebody comes into your home and tries to steal a person and you struggle with them. The first thing you're going to do when they run out is call 911. So, how did Monica get to this guy so quickly to ask him not to press charges? You don't believe Darian ended Cash's life? I don't know, Ganja. I don't know. I don't know what to believe when it comes to that, but there is just a lot of hinky shit around that case. A lot of hinky shit. Ben, I hope you're feeling better. I know you sounded really hoarse on uh, somebody's panel the other day. I don't know where you were. But yeah, I wanted to shout out Blue because I admire the fact that she went up on that panel and she just gave them, well, somebody ran off, I heard, but she gave them the lowdown on people are tired of this. People are tired of just being hunted down or talked about day in and day out. They're tired of it. If you can't go on a panel one-on-one with somebody, then you ain't got no balls and you ain't got no intentions on trying to settle things. So then I saw a funny comment. Oh, I saw one of Fod's mods write in a comment. I guess they were talking about Mallory, that being called a trans basher is as bad as being called a racist. Now, this was one of Fod's mods. Raise your hand if you've ever been called a racist by Fod. Or no, a trans basher. I take that back, not a racist, which she said that too. But raise your hand if you've ever been called a race or a trans basher by Fod. But it's bad when I couldn't believe I read that comment. I just busted out laughing. I know, Stewie. Everybody in the community has. So when I read that comment, I was like, I just busted out laughing. Hey, Lisa Free Spirit. And I hear about people saying they put, targets on people's backs and shit. Come on. There's so many of us that's been called, I've been in the chats that were in chats. I know, Debbie. Let's see, what was this? The majority of the people over here called, pedophile supporters. That's right. Talk about a target on your back. I'd rather be known as somebody who's in a private Discord with Diane than be called a pedo supporter. But that's just me. That's just me. But yeah, I want to give Blue a shout out. I mean, I'm never awake during those like late night streams. Probably glad I'm not. But just pretty much touching on everything going on the tubes right now. The Shanny mess. Hey, brown eyed girl. Here's, my feelings about that is, I was always taught if you're going to look down on somebody, it should be because you're giving them a hand up. Now, I don't know this Shanny chick. Obviously, she lives in filth. She's, depends on YouTube money. They're mean to their kids. But when I heard her channels got shut down, I was like, my first thought went to, oh my God, how are they going to feed their kids? And I know get a job is the answer, but getting a job and then waiting on paychecks, I don't know. I, my first thought was the kids. Okay, Lisa. I mean, call me crazy, but that was my first thought was the kids because I've never made any bones about the fact that, and Bridget neither. Um, I've never made any bones about the fact that every penny I make on this channel um, goes to support me and Lolly. And that's all I have until I get my disability approved. And no, I'm not going to starve to death if I don't make any money on YouTube. Lolly's not going to starve to death. I have family. But the little bit of money I make here on YouTube helps me with things that, you don't want to ask your brother for, you don't want to have to ask your brother, hey, I need new mascara. Will you go get it for me? Or I need some shampoo and conditioner. Although I could and he would, but it's just nice to have a little bit of money in your pocket so you feel good about yourself. I know, Bridget. I know. Everybody sub up to Bridget's channel, man. If you're into makeup, she does makeup. If you're into the little short kind of tiki-taki videos, she does those. I heard about that. They get government money. See, I don't know anything about that. All I knew, hey, Cat's Rule. All I know is the first thing I thought when the channel got shut down, and yes, I did see the videos about the nasty living conditions and the man yelling at the kids and her being more concerned about him treating her bad than she was him treating the kids bad. I saw all that. But when the channel got shut down, I couldn't help it. The first thing I thought about was the kids. I don't know, that's where my mind went. They've been around for years. See, I didn't know until just the other day when I don't even know who brought it to my attention. I don't know where it came from. I don't know. Like I said, it's just where my mind went. I agree, Bridget. I agree with that. I agree. I just, I think about the kids. I can't, and I know everybody does. I'm not saying just me. No money was for the kids. Well, I don't know. She has to feed them. Really, Artria? Well, and I'm not saying, please don't think that I agree with anything that woman does as far as her lifestyle, because I definitely don't. But I don't know. It just, when the channel got taken down, I was like, oh my God, how's she going to feed her kids? That's just me, though, y'all. That's where my mind goes. Welcome, Denise P.I., to the Lollipop Kid. So, Stewie, I know, poor kids in many ways than one. I know. A lot of kids. I mean, look how many cases, just crime cases we've had lately. she's a manipulator. I believe that. I believe that, Archie. I mean, that's pretty, just from the little bit I watched. But I don't plan on watching her anymore. The clips I've seen here or there. And I understand that you guys have been around longer when it comes, you all have known her longer than me when it comes to her history on YouTube. But I don't know. My mind just went towards the kids. I don't know why it did. Please give me money for the kids and Jesus. Yeah, and here I said, please give me money for shampoo and a scaly, itchy dog, which is getting better, by the way. She needs to go have her third shot. So I need to set that up. Stewie, been in her chat twice, been blocked both times. Go figure, Stewie. This community is so easily manipulated, and you have a heart, so of course you think that. Well, thank you, Artria. Like I said, I just, the kids. But first thing I thought about in when I saw the clip from the truck and the kids were being yelled at, and I was like, oh my God. Not that I never yelled at my kid. Well, number one, I never did it online. And, by the grace of God, I don't know. I just, you're 18 for, yeah, Bridget, there is nothing worse than an itchy dog. Well, I mean, there's worse things than an itchy dog. I mean, don't get me wrong, but yeah, Riley, I agree. I agree. Well, thank you, Debbie Lou Who. But yeah, when my vet is doing a 3 series shots and she gets the third shot, it's better. I was actually able to find somebody that was willing to groom her the other day. Um, well, thank you, Aratria. I don't an itchy crotch. Well, her crotch is itchy too, Stewie, but which has got to be miserable. But I'm hoping the third shot clears it up all the way. And he did prescribe medicated shampoo. I was able to get her groomed down low enough that I can actually get shampoo to the spots. And who knows, maybe just because she's an older dog, I'm just going to have to deal with the stinky, itchy dog. I don't know. Or I'll make the decision to put her on prednisone for the rest of her life, which I don't want to do. But he's on doggy hospice. Oh, well, good. That's good to know that they work wonders. How old did you say he was, Bridget? Because Lolly ain't never going to make 18 years. Lolly will not make it 18 years. I can already tell you. Now I'm going to start crying. Hey, Sasmar. He's had an amazing life. That's what matters. See, Lolly's starting to walk into things, and she's only 11, and she's starting to walk into things. And like when I give her a treat, I'll break it up and I'll put it on the bed. Then, of course, I have to lift her up and put her on the bed because she won't do steps, which, I'm sure is great for the hernia, but I'll do it for her. I'll bust a gut for her. But she has to she can't see it. She has to smell around until she finds it. Sometimes I get aggravated and just literally set her on top of it. But what about a ramp? I don't know, Remy. I might think about a ramp. I might see if my brother can do something like that. That's a good idea, Remy. But she won't do steps and she won't do a stool anymore. She used to do a stool, but she won't do them anymore. Every summer for the last 5 years, I say, this is his last summer. He's blind, deaf, and still living his best life. Well, you know what? if this is his last summer, I'm sure he had a beautiful life. Because I would definitely rather see him happy. And when it gets to the point that they're no longer a happy dog, then we're keeping them for our own personal selfish reasons. And I'm personally selfish when it comes to Lolly, but I won't let it go that far. I got one blind and one deaf. Well, now listen. Now here's a story, because y'all know I love to tell stories. So here's a story. So I'm living in Florida, okay? And me and my sister have a house together. It's got a big backyard, two backyards actually. It was fenced off in the middle. So she has a little black and white Lhasa Apso, which was Susie, and she's gone now. I have Lolly, and my sister gets Rupp, which is a reverse brindled mastiff. So I'm sitting there thinking, well, this isn't fair. All I got is Lolly, which I love Lolly, and of course I took care of the other two dogs as well. But I'm not really reading chat right now. But I'm looking through the paper or whatever I was looking through, and up pops a little white boxer with a black circle on his eye. And I've had a boxer before. And it says he was located in Orlando, which was about an hour and 15 minutes from where we were. So I think about him, then I put it down. Then I think about him, then I put it down. And it says in the ad that the breeder doesn't want him back, and if they can't sell him, that this place is to put him down because he was deaf. So they say. Oh, I know you won't, Bridget. I know you won't let him suffer. So we ride to Orlando. Oh, I go in. I don't see him with all the other puppies. This place was like a middleman for breeders. Breeders would send their puppies to this place and they would sell them and get a commission off of it, I'm sure. But we go in, I look around, and oh my God, there's so many cute puppies everywhere. I just want them all. But I don't see the boxer pup. And I asked the lady behind the thing, I said, where's the little white boxer pup with the little black eye patch? And she says, oh, he's back there. And she pointed to a back room, and he was in a cage. Okay, thanks, Bridget. Sub up to Brown Eye Girl, you all. But he was in a cage. And, keep in mind, I was working. I had a little bit of coins in my pocket. And I was like, well, why is he back there? And she says, well, he has kennel cough and he's deaf. So we're probably going to put him down. And I was like, man, a deaf dog, a deaf pup, kennel cough. Can I do this? Well, we ended up leaving without the dog. We get all the way back home. I'm out on the patio or the lanai, sitting by the pool, and I'm drinking a beer. And the night goes on, and I'm drinking more beer. Sorry, Ben. And the next day, I'm sitting there, and I'm just staring at his picture. And my sister looks at me and goes, let's go. It's like, let's go where? She goes, let's go get the damn dog. You're not going to be comfortable until you have the damn dog. So we went all the way back to Orlando. They got me for 900 and some odd bucks. I get the pup home. I named him Captain, as in Captain Crunch, because of the eye patch, just CAPN. And I'm coming to believe that he wasn't deaf, because he didn't like to listen, but boy, I could sure rattle a food bowl and he'd come a running. So or if the mastiff barked, I don't know if he felt the vibrations, but I've just come to the conclusion he wasn't deaf. But then I had to move out, and I had to move into a smaller place, and I was diagnosed with cancer, and I couldn't take care of him. So I found a beautiful home for him, and he is living a better life than I am right now. And you know what? I'm grateful for that. He has a greyhound to play with. He goes out on the pontoon boat all the time in beautiful, sunny Florida. Damn, a dog that lived till 24. I know, I remember that too, Stewie. The good old days, the old times. But he is loving his life. They sent me pictures for a long time. They haven't lately, but they had just put their boxer down, and the greyhound was lonely because, greyhounds are big couch potatoes, but they also like to run and play. And boxers are high strung dogs, anyways. Yeah, I'm thinking that too, Debbie, a ramp with carpet. But he's, like I said, he's living a better life than me. And with that, I am so happy. They take him out on the boat, he swims in the pool. I mean, they just love him to death. And they did change his name to Cash. But I thought Captain was kind of cute. CAPN, and he had the little eye patch on. So I thought that was kind of a cute name. But what do I know, huh? Still haven't set it up with Brian when we're going to do our Darlie Routier thing. But I do want to throw something out there with this Joe Clyde Daniels. Little Joe's been gone since 2018. This is just now coming to trial. Darlie Routier was arrested, tried, convicted, and sitting on death row in less than 7 months. Think about that, folks, when you come to listen to our argument. Yeah, they do like to box. They like to, paw at you. And you know what they also do is like a they a lot of dogs do it though, and I think they call it like the crab crawl or something where they turn their little butts in a circle. And it is a great story, Denise, because, well, it's a great ending. I mean, I didn't get to keep him, but he's so loved and he's so taken care of that, put my broken heart aside back when I had to watch him. And trust me, when he pulled away with them, it wasn't like he was in the back window crying, like, don't take me, don't take me. He was ready to go. He was like, okay, I'll go with these people. But he would have gone with anybody. So, no, I'm not going to allow him to trash her, Debbie. That's not going to happen. I'm not going to allow any trashing. We're just going to talk about why he thinks the trial is just and should stand, and why I think the trial is unjust and shouldn't stand. So there'll be no trashing, especially over family or anything like that. No, no, I don't think Brian would do that. I mean, I don't know. He might, but hey, Shauna, how are you? Yeah, I agree, Debbie, but I don't have you on the jury, do I? Maybe. Oh, you're not. Are you an alternate? You're not even an alternate, are you, Debbie? Damn it. Well, he won't do it over here. He will show respect for that family. You saw Sarah the other day, made you sad? I saw Sarah the other day and made me sad. I'm okay, Shauna. Who's Sarah and why did it make you sad? Hey, Mama Cat. I know, man. I go to bed. So, hey, Tawanda. I go to bed so early that I miss all these streams. I get told I'm always watching, I'm always screenshotting, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. Trust me. Uh, Riley, watch if you can find it. It's called oh my God, why does everything slip my mind when I'm uh I can't remember what it's called, but it's a good documentary and it gives the state the same opportunity to answer questions as the defense does. And most of the state declined to answer the questions. So what's that tell you? But we'll keep it. Me too, Sasma. Who is that? Dominate Girl is going live. Who the hell is that? Stewie, you know everybody. I don't know any of these people. I agree, Debbie. Who is that, Stewie? And is it a shit show kind of show? Because I'm about tired of those. I agree, Debbie. We agree on everything, Debbie, when it comes to that. Look, I put my Dynamite Girl. Okay, I don't even know who that is. Hey, Sunnyside. Look, I put my filter back on my picture. Because you know what? If other people can use filters, so can I. Sure did. Even though I got called plastic face forever. Dynamite Girl. Oh, TNT. Oh, she must be talking about Lady Whistledown or whatever that channel is. I don't know anything about that story either. So, when you try to watch a stream and you don't know what the hell is going on or who they're talking about, they're not as fun. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you. But I knew I hadn't been live for a while, so I thought, man, I'm slipping here. Yeah, Life with Jen. I know nothing about that chick. I know nothing about her. So watching people up on a panel dragging her just doesn't it just doesn't interest me. No offense to D&D. I don't know shit about her. Lost with all the drama. I hear you, Sunnyside. I did listen to a little bit of Alicia's today, but I think she moved it back. Mm. I did listen to just a little bit of Alicia's today, talking about, putting a target on her back, saying that she was in a discord with Diane, which I don't believe she was or is or anything else. But there's worse things, like Chop being called a pedo supporter for months. They jumped Rep Ash, and it did break my heart, but I don't keep up with their friendships. Yeah, I hear you. But here's the funny thing about that, Riley. When me and Rep Ash had a falling out a while back, and Rep Ash, you did. She went live about me like 3, 4, 5 times. So I did one live about her. And I caught so much grief. And I still have screenshots from where it was said to me, oh, that's real cute, the truth, going after somebody who has a learning disability. And trust me, I didn't go as hard on her as these girls have. The Scoop had a drama clip. Oh my God, craziness. I'll have to go watch it. I usually watch the Scoop. But like I started this out. Yeah, you remember that, Stewie? Yeah. I was attacked for having a difference with Republican Ash. Now they're all on her like flies on shit. And it's just crazy. It's just crazy. Well, as far as her supporting Brian or whatever, what it boils down to is this: whether you like Brian or not, Brian had gotten to a point that he wasn't really messing with anybody. But then all these panels started kicking up where, they have him on avatars with a fat Laura. That was wrong too. I know, but she started it. Kindergarten rules. Um, but I've fought with Brian for like 13, 14 years now. And trust me, if I'm not going at him, he doesn't mess with me. But I also don't get in the middle of Brian's battles because, well, what good would it do me? Because he'll end up making a total fool out of me. So, oh, you meant wrong of her, Tracy? Um, hey, Genderlock's mom. There's one of the people on the jury. Whenever we get to do this, hey, Carla. Yeah, I'm just not going to defend a whole lot of people on here because it seems like everybody shows their ass. So what's the point? Even if I get accused of being somebody's sidekick or flying monkey, doesn't make it true. I agree, Stewie. Perfect statement. I don't have a problem with Brian, and I do believe he was treated bad at times, but not always. Totally true. Totally true. Oh, but when I was battling with Brian, oh my God, I had Sally Spencer coming at me. I had them all coming at me. How dare you? How dare you? Blah, 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 blah. Now they're up on panels calling him everything but a box of Skittles. So that is true, Sunnyside. Leave people alone and they'll leave you alone most of the time. Mama Cat, there is so much about that case that still, but I did give Houston police a shout out for being very transparent and unlike Dallas County. But Samuel Olson, that's the little boy who was found in the hotel in a duffel bag. When I first came on, yeah, blame the truth. When I first came on, I gave Houston PD a big shout out because they came right out. They immediately did a press conference. They told us all the information they could tell us without, impending on their investigation. But yes, Mama Cat, in my opinion, there's some shadiness going on in that case as well. And I'm not one of these people that think every single case has some kind of shady going on. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Sometimes it just boils down to they did it and that's it. But when I have questions about something, then I want those questions answered. And then I can say, okay, you did it. I'm done. Yes, it is sad, Sunnyside. I don't know when we were growing up, I don't know how old most of you guys are, but I'm 56. When we were growing up, did we hear about children being abused and killed like this? Hey, dog mom, did we hear these stories when we were growing up? Exactly, Riley. Exactly. Because I don't remember hearing these stories when I was growing up. I don't. Riley says no. Pepper says no. Mama Cat says no. So, what has driven our society to the point that children are disposable? Do you think it's drugs? I mean, what has happened since we were growing up in the 60s and the 70s? I don't know. But every single day, man, you put YouTube on, and it seems like every single day there's a story about a child. We had the Atlanta child murders happening when I was growing up. That was scary, Sergeant Blackrock. I remember that. I remember that. I don't know. I just feel like it's a whole different world, and it really is. I remember back when I was growing up, your curfew was when the street lights came on. Your house wine was Kool-Aid. Everybody got a popsicle, and if there wasn't enough for everybody, then nobody got one. Uh, we rode bikes without helmets and knee pads. We jumped shit. We jumped over curbs and ramps we built. We just had no fear. We didn't have to fear, you know, the stranger danger thing wasn't a thing back then. Ooh, I bet that was scary, Riley. Yeah, it was get home before the street lights come on. That's why we love summertime. Street lights didn't come on till like 9:30. We're missing family structure. Is that what you think it is, Sunnyside? You might be right. And I think we're lacking when it comes to mental health. Discipline, very good. Discipline is a big to do. Catching lightning bugs, playing kick the can, played in the mud. Yeah, dodgeball, Red Rover, I dare Stewie over. That kind of shit. These kids today have no idea what it was like to really grow up without fear. Stewie. That's bad, Stewie. You're grounded. Hey, Angela. Yeah, just having family dinners. I agree. I totally agree. Chicago girl. Parents also used to get breaks when kids went outside to play. Now kids are, that's true, Chicago girl. Most kids are stuck in front of a gaming system, or they've got a phone in their hand, or they've got a tablet in their hand. I've got great nephews that I swear, if they have a phone or a tablet, you won't hear a word out of them for hours. Hey, Don Marie. You won't hear a word out of them for hours as long as they have a phone or a tablet or a gaming system. Dude, my mom would be home, we'd come in the house. If it wasn't just to dude, I almost had a panic attack today. Welcome to my world. I have one every day. Klonopin, I'm telling you. Um, we used to get our ass beat if we didn't go play outside. Not really beat, but you might get a switching if you got under your mama's nerves bad enough. You might get a house shoe across the butt or a fly swatter across the butt, you know. And it was really fun to get grounded because you'd only be grounded for an hour, you know. That's it. You're grounded for a week. An MRI, they'll usually give you something to calm you down before you go in there, Puss in Boots. It doesn't bother me that much, so they don't have to give me anything. But kids watching YouTube, watching adults play with toys. I don't understand that. Adults playing with Barbies. Yeah, there's don't get me started on the freaks on YouTube. Sorry if I offend anybody, but I'm going to use the word freak. Oh, yeah, you had to pick your own switch. And don't pick no little twig, because don't even pick a twig. Because if you come back with a little twig, then they're going to go pick the switch. And it's going to be green and it's going to be floppy. It ain't going to break. Hey, Tawanda, I just responded to your email from this morning. I'm bad about my emails, Archer. What did Stewie say? The truth. If Laura's surgery is successful, do you think she's going to look like the white Jennifer Lopez? No. No. I do pray that it's successful, and I hope that Laura gets the results that she's looking for, but no. Hello, Brian. Debbie Lou, who says when we do our little mock trial thing or little mock court thing, you can't call Darlie or her family names. So, ooh. Yeah, nowadays they just get handed money. Used to be you had to work for it. She will love the results. Okay, Brian, that's cool. It won't be no name calling. But yeah, Brian, we got to figure this out. We got to figure out when we're going to do this. It can't be on the weekend. It's summertime, and I don't want to do it on the weekend. I want people to be out going to the lake and spending time with their families, and I don't want them to be on YouTube. I mean, they can if they want, but I would rather believe that they have a life more so than I do. Hello, Mr. P. All right, I'm thinking like a maybe a Monday night. That way, if it carries over, which you know it will, we can do it a Tuesday night. So Brian called you poopy pants last night, and it made you cry. Brian, what is wrong with you, dude? Why would anybody call somebody poopy pants? Shame on you. Shame. The shame. All right, guys. Well, I'm about talked out. You know how I am. I don't even stay on for an hour. I appreciate the super chat from Debbie Lou. Uh, appreciate y'all coming in and supporting me. Like I said, want a chill stream? Go check out Artria. There's no shit shows. If you want a shit show, y'all know where to go. We're not new to this. Um, as I said before, I appreciate Blue, who stood up for what's right. Um, that was my shout out. My call out is to all the ones that are piling on top of everybody. Stop it. Just stop. If you can't take somebody on one, then your point is lost. You lost, you lose. Um, anybody dragging new drama in, hey, behaving. You're moving, not innocent until proven guilty. Ooh, Brian, those Skittles, are they dipped in like white chocolate or something? Because I don't think they look that good. Is that a white hard candy or? And how do you know what Skittle you're getting? What if you don't like a certain color Skittle? Those brains, man, I tell you. Yogurt. So you don't know what kind of Skittle you're getting. What if you don't like blue Skittles or red Skittle? Well, who cannot like a red Skittle? But, well, I don't like that. You remember the boxes of candy you used to get for Valentine's Day? You know, the heart-shaped boxes, and it came with the chocolates? I always had to poke my finger in them to see on sticks, don't eat it. I always had to poke my finger in it to see what was in the middle because I was not biting into that. Hey, flower lady. I had to see if it was like caramel or something like that. Because if it was something gross. So all of our chocolate had pokes in the bottom of them. Yeah, I'm not playing that game either, Riley. That's, you don't like Skittles? I like Skittles. I don't like the tropical fruit. I like the regular Skittles. I have to be in the mood for sour, hard candy like that. I like hot tamales. The candies, the little hot, chewy hot tamales. Yeah, Pokey Pokes. And it, if you lived in my house, you knew that when you got a piece of chocolate out of the box, that I'd already see. I don't like the tropical. I'd already poked the bottom to see what was in the middle because some of them chocolates have nasty stuff in the middle of them. Skittles and Sprite. I remember Jolly Ranchers and there was this drink. What was it called? It was clear. It was in a bottle. Oh, what was it called? It was an alcoholic beverage. Oh, I don't think they make them anymore. But you used to drop a Jolly Rancher in there. M&Ms and Skittles. Zima. Yes, that's it. You order a Zima and you put a Jolly Rancher. Damn, Brian, you're just a little book of bullshit knowledge, aren't you? I like chocolate too, Sunnyside. And orange Hostess cupcakes. Oh, I gotta stop. I like peanuts. You still put peanuts in your Coke? That's an old thing, Riley. I know he did, didn't he, Archery? He answered that way too fast. Brian, are you Googling to cheat? My niece loves everything Skittles. She has the shirts and even got a pair of canvas shoes with Skittles wrote on them. Well, don't forget I'm thinking of Skittles, Taste the Rainbow. Don't forget it's Pride Month, so get out there and show your support. No, I'm not gonna go march or anything, but I don't have any problems with those that do. Give somebody a rainbow if you can. Now I'll get called a trans basher. Peanuts and Dr. Pepper. Peanuts and Coke used to be a real thing back then, and it does taste good. But I like dipping my French fries in my milkshake too. Freeze dried Skittles. Mmm. Mmm. I don't know. No trans bashing allowed. That's right. Stewie said that, everybody. Listen, he's not a trans basher. My mom gave me my first peanuts and Coke at 5, and you were hooked. You know what else you can do? Usually around Halloween, I'll take peanuts and candy corn and put them in the same bowl. And you know what they taste like? They taste just like a payday. Peanuts and candy corn together are the bomb. Just like you'd sit around and snack on Chex Mix. It was just a thing, Remy. Try it. It's really good. Peanuts and Coke. It's really good. Sunny side, I won't try anything once. Like, I can't stand to get it to my, Pepsi and milk. There's some things that just smell too bad to eat, like Brussels sprouts. Ugh, I can't even get it close to my nose. My son loves it. No bueno. Cracker Jacks. Somebody was just eating Cracker Jacks the other day, and I wanted to know if the toy still came in it, but they bought theirs in a bag. And you missed it because you was waiting for Brian to say Mad Dog 2020. M&Ms and candy corn. Now I haven't tried that, but peanuts and candy corn is. You love Brussels sprouts, Carla? Ugh. I can't even get them near my face. I can't put something that stinks that bad in my mouth. Cracker Jack, that's a funny name. Don't you remember Cracker Jacks? Stewie, the box, and it came with a little toy, usually a little rub-on tattoo. They do smell, but they're so good. Oh, I can't get them past my nose. Can't do it. Stewie, you know what Cracker Jacks are. They're little caramel popcorns, and every box had a little toy in it, or a stick-on tattoo, or something. A little flip book, or Stewie, come on, man. You're old enough to know what a hell a Cracker Jack is. That's true, Artria. You're right. I can't just sit and eat just candy corn. But when you mix it with peanuts, just put more peanuts than candy corn. But you're right. It's like eating a spoonful of refined sugar. You're right. I can't eat anything that looks like it belongs in my yard. Me neither, Raleigh. Me neither. Mr. Positive has never had Cracker Jacks. Wow. Well, if you're out in the store and you see them, grab you a box because they're worth it, and you might get a lick and stick tattoo. It sticks together like a shit show on candy corn is so gross. It sticks together like a shit show on YouTube. Okay, I think Archie does not like candy corn. She would much rather eat a Brussels sprout, I think. Cinnamon toothpicks. I remember those, Debbie Lou. My mom used to make homemade cinnamon candy. There is a prize in the box, Mr. Positive. Usually is lick and stick tattoo. Ugh, no, Brian, no. I don't care what you throw on it. Feta cheese, 24 karat gold. No, I'm not eating it. Sorry. I would starve to death on one of those shows like Survivor or something like that. I would literally starve to death. I mean, I could probably handle starving to death for a little bit, but oh, I love Rolos. Rolos. Oh, I love Rolos. Who doesn't like chocolate and caramel? Mm. Yeah, back in our day, you had to make your own candy. Yeah, my mom made the best cinnamon candy. Hard cinnamon candy. She'd lay it out on a cookie sheet, and then when it would dry, when it would harden, and cinnamon toothpicks. We always had cinnamon toothpicks. I love Rolos too. I don't know how you can not love a Rolo. But really, guys, I didn't have any reason to come live just to touch base because I haven't talked to y'all in a while. And Twix, Twix is good because you get two of them, but you get two Reese cups too. So but I haven't been live in a while, so I thought, and you know what? I was really going to drag a little people, do a little dragging, but I'm not because, well, I just don't care. Blue, I just want to give Blue a shout out for getting up there and speaking her piece. And she didn't have to have 5 or 6 people on her side to do it. And that's the way it ought to be. And if trouble ain't coming to you, don't go to trouble. I mean, anybody that goes out looking for somebody to fight with, hey, Michelle Lynn, when you got to go looking for somebody to fight with on YouTube, that's just sad. That's just sad. Hey, Tina. And everything was a nickel. Yep. A nickel or a dime. And remember those big, look, I keep saying I'm leaving, but remember when you walked in the store and there was the Brock's candy in the big container and you used the scooper to get what you wanted, like chocolate covered raisins? Good. I don't like Whompers though, or whatever they're called. I don't like those malted milk balls. I don't like those. I don't like anything malted. You remember penny machines? Yep. Okay, that's I'm making dinner. Bye, Denise. I figured you'd skip dinner and go straight to the dessert at this rate. Yeah, Michelle Lynn, you'd walk in, there'd be this big Brock's candy display, and it had a big scooper, like an ice scooper, and you'd have paper bags to the side, and you'd get you a pound of this or a half pound of that. And Pixie sticks, remember those? They still have those, I think. I'm pretty sure Pixie sticks are still around. I don't like malt liquor either, Stewie. I don't like anything malt. Nothing. I don't like a malt. I don't like malted milk balls. I don't like malt liquor. I don't like malt at all. It's like I don't like anything like cream corn or cream peas or why you gotta mess up a perfectly good piece of corn or a perfectly good can of corn with cream in it with something. Why you gotta do that? You still have them in the Chattanooga Mall? I haven't been to the mall in so long, Raleigh. I wouldn't. Marathon candy bars. I remember those. And $100,000 bars. I haven't been to a mall in so long, Raleigh. I couldn't tell you what's in it. Sunnyside says I'm going to eat a salad. Yeah, I'm going to find something chintzy to eat too. But guys, I appreciate you coming in here. I appreciate you supporting my stream. Like I said, I was going to talk some shit, but I really don't feel like it. What's the point? Ooh, cream of wheat. Yuck. I love MexicanStreet.com. Oh, Mexican street corn. Oh, yeah, I like fried corn and stuff. Yeah. But jumping off, love y'all. Thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you to the new members. Thank you, Debbie Lou Who. Who didn't like penny candy, man? Remember, remember fake cigarettes? The white ones that had the little pink thing at the end? Fake cigarettes. I remember them. I know you all do too. Or the bubblegum cigarettes that on your first puff you could actually blow out like powdered smoke. Well, we could sit here and talk about candy all night, or I could get the hell off of here. And yes, Tina, yes. And you all can go find you. Welcome, Michelle Lynn. Or I'm gonna get off and you all can either go find you a shit show to watch, or you can cook you some dinner or whatever you need to do. Just have a good night. Try to be nice. Just such a bad idea on the candy cigarettes. Well, we didn't know that back then, Artria. Cigarettes were very acceptable back then. But love you guys. Appreciate you all. I will see you soon, Brian. I will give you a text or something to let you know or to ask you when you're free to do this Darlie Routier thing. In the meantime, if you're looking for a trial to watch, you got Joe Clyde Daniels going on. I'm going to give you my opinion. I don't think the dad did it. I just don't. I think it was a false confession situation, but don't hate me. I'm going to listen to all the evidence first. Maybe we should go live Sunday. We could do that, Tawanda, depending on my weekend. I'm hoping I go out on the boat with family, but I don't know. But we could do that, Tawanda. But again, guys, thank you all for supporting my channel, and I will see you around the tubes. Patreons, we're going to be doing another giveaway here in the next, I'd say Monday. So look forward to a giveaway. Get together. We'll do a call. We'll do a giveaway on Monday. So, all right, guys. See you around the tubes. Thanks for coming.